James Bell of the Boxing Source here with another video. In this video here is to talk about the news that came down yesterday afternoon in reference to former 154-pound unified champion Jarrett Hurd. He had made the announcement that he is not ready to go forward with the immediate rematch with Julian Williams, who he lost to over in Fairfax, Virginia, when he lost the 154-pound titles that he held there to Julian Williams by decision. They had scheduled the rematch for December 14th and was going to be at the Barclays Center. But news recently came down that Jarrett Hurd made the decision to pass on that immediate rematch and have some plans later on down the line. It was fairly shocking news to some that he wouldn't go forward with this rematch, as the fight between him and Julian Williams was one of the better matchups that we have had here in 2019, and so a lot of people were kind of like anticipating the rematch there near the end of this year, and they were trying to market it as a little rivalry of sorts between the Philadelphia area and the Washington area, as Jarrett Williams is from Philadelphia and Swift Jarrett Hurd is from Accokeek, Maryland, not far from Washington, D.C., and that they were going to have this take place one day before the game between the Eagles and the Redskins. So you would have had that Philadelphia-Washington rivalry weekend there set up in the sports of boxing and football. But with Jarrett Hurd's decision not to go forward with the immediate rematch, that kind of raises a few questions for some. Now, I have interviewed Jarrett Hurd, which was sometime last year. Pretty much around this time last year, did interview Jarrett Hurd, and he was, talking about, his plans that were put forward for the end of last year, going into this year, where he, wanted to see if he could unify the titles and try to become undisputed champion at 154 pounds, and then after the end of this year, he would move up in weight. But going with this loss to Julian Williams that happened in May, and now with this new news of him not going for the immediate rematch, there are some questions as him, having issues making weight, as he has talked about before. He has ballooned up to a very high weight before trying to cut down to 154 pounds in order to fight. So that could be something there that we might see as we try to figure out what the next direction will be for Jarrett Hurd. There was also news soon after his loss to Jarrett Williams that he ditched his trainer. So there's also rumors circulating about that as to if he's found someone else to prepare him for the second fight with Julian Williams there. So if that's what we got here so far in reference to that, Jarrett Hurd passing on the immediate rematch with Julian Jarrett Williams on December 14th in the Barclays Center. We'll see what else happens with that. That's it for this topic. Be sure to subscribe to the Boxing Source on YouTube and catch the Boxing Source radio show on Blog Talk Radio, scheduled for Sundays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And on that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.